What's up, everybody? Good morning. We are live and in the building. It's Thursday morning, man, and I am so excited. Uh, we are on YouTube this morning. If you have not subscribed, hey Kim, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's Dr. A. Nathan Young. Gloria, what's happening? Tyree, what's up, my brother? What's up, John Rika? How you doing? We have some folks logging in on YouTube. What's happening to you? How you doing? Hey, John Rika. Hey, Courtney. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Miss Eula. Kanitha, what's happening? Hope you're doing well, man. Hey, Nachi, what's up? How you doing? Miss Porter, what's happening? Hope y'all doing good this morning. Hey, Shonda, how's Walt? Hope he's doing good. Mr. Randy, what's happening, my brother? Still bringing those Louisiana goods to Missouri, huh? Shouts out to you. Hey, Braden, what's happening? Say good morning to me, y'all. Let me know y'all are in the building, man. And we're live on both YouTube and on Facebook. If you have not done it yet, make sure you subscribe on YouTube, man. And get with us on there as well. You can subscribe there on Dr. A. Nathan Young. Look for me on YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hey, this is what I want to tell you, man. Preparation requires patience. Preparation requires patience. But discovering purpose requires preparation. Discovering purpose requires preparation. A lot of times in scripture, man, when you see God about to do a major thing with somebody, when you see God about to do something huge in the life of his people, he sends them, he separates them for the purpose of preparing them. You look at Moses, he was in the wilderness for 40 years being prepared by God to lead the Israelites. The apostles, all of the disciples, they spent 3 years with Jesus getting prepared to carry on the earthly ministry. Paul, after he was converted, some people don't realize that Paul didn't just jump into ministry. Yeah, he wrote most of the New Testament, but before he got into ministry, before he started out on God's journey for him, man, he spent 3 years in the desert before he was ready to go to work and do what God has called him to do. And over throughout the Bible, God takes a great deal of time preparing his people for their job. Nowadays, man, a lot of times we get impatient with God. We get impatient with the process. We get impatient with our purpose. We get impatient with what we want to do because we want everything right now. We know that we're meant to do great things. We know that we're meant to accomplish great things. We know that God's purposed us and destined us for some awesome things, even with us personally. You know, Pastor, I want to start a business. I want to buy a house. I want to advance my career. I want to do that. Listen to me. Please hear me on this, man. You have to go through that season of preparation. You got to go through that season of preparation. When you skip preparation, you end up walking in purpose prematurely. You end up pursuing what you want to pursue prematurely. And now, whatever it is that you're trying to do is premature, which means it's not ready. It's not ready. It's just not ready. It's like if nobody, if I offered you a raw egg, most of us wouldn't eat it. If I offered you just some sugar by itself, most of us would not sit down to 2 cups of sugar and eat it. If I offered you to eat some flour, just plain flour, nothing in it, not baked, just raw flour, most of us would say, nah, I'm good on that, Pastor, and you crazy for even offering that. Most of us don't sit down with a teaspoon of vanilla and say, you know what, I'm going to eat this. No, you wouldn't do that. However, when you take the time to put all of those things together, when you take the time to put all of them together and mix them up and blend them real good, which takes some time. And then after you blend them real good, you put them in the oven and you let them bake and you let them bake and you let them bake. You come out with something that most of us eat too much of. It tastes good. Why? Because all of these separate ingredients have been prepared, all right, to fulfill a purpose. And many times we have some of the ingredients to our purpose. We have some of the ingredients to what God's called us to do. We have some of the ingredients to our dreams. We have some of the ingredients to our hopes. We have some of the ingredients to our aspirations. We have some of the ingredients, and they may sometimes be some key ingredients. But what we want to do is we want to just take the sugar and run. We want to just take the flour and run. We want to just take the raw eggs and run. And God says, no, you got to wait, man. You got to wait. You want to start a business. Okay, you got the idea. But there's not just the idea. There's the funding. There's the business plan. There's the marketing. There's all of these other things that have got to go into the preparation. And many times what we want to do is we want to take one ingredient and just go. Listen to me. You got to hear me on this. You have to slow down. And you have to go through that season of preparation where you allow God to get you ready for what he's calling you to do. There is preparation. And a lot of times what happens is when we try to move into purpose without preparation, we abort God's mission for our lives. I'm going to say that again. When we try to move into purpose without going through preparations, we do it prematurely and we end up aborting God's mission for our lives. Watch this. Now, when we do launch, as opposed to it being awesome like it's supposed to be, it looks raggedy. It's not well put together. It doesn't come off well. And so now something that could have been awesome, something that could have been great is not because you were not meant to do it, not because you were not supposed to do it, but simply because you launched, you went forward, you moved forward with only part of the ingredients. Maybe in your life, there are some things going on that seem to be taking God much longer than you thought it ought to take. Too long for him to take care of. Maybe you're in a marriage situation that is not glorifying God, but he doesn't seem to be changing the environment of your marriage or answering your prayers about it. Maybe you've been trying to have a child and nothing is happening. Maybe you got financial difficulties that don't seem to be going away, even though you've been praying about it. Listen to me. And we're saying to God, you're taking too long to deal with these issues, Lord. Maybe it's not any of that, but you got hopes and dreams and things that you want to do, and you believe that God's hand is upon it. But for some reason, it just will not come together. And you're thinking, my marriage is supposed to bring joy to my life. And if it's not bringing joy to my life, then I don't want to be in it. I'm not supposed to be struggling like this financially, I'm supposed to be living my dreams like by now, or my job is supposed to be bringing me a sense of purpose and joy, and it's not right now. Or I'm supposed to be here in life. I'm supposed to have my house. I'm already supposed to be out of this situation where I'm renting. Listen to me. You have to go through your season of preparation. Listen, don't quit seeking God. Don't quit going to God. He's preparing you. Be patient in preparation, and just make sure that while you're supposed to be preparing, you are preparing. See, a lot of times what happens is we get aggravated, and as opposed to preparing, we start complaining. As opposed to preparing, we give up. we sit down. We chill out. No, listen, don't do that. We know David for slaying Goliath and for killing him. But here's what we oftentimes skip when we look at the life of David: the fact that he went through this season where he prepared for what he was going to do. Watch this. Some of us got some giants that we've run up on or that we're going to run up on. And either we will have spent our time preparing like we should have, or we will have not. Listen to me. Battlefield is coming. War day is coming. Time to face the giant is coming. But whether or not you've prepared for that time is up to you. See, you can spend the time when you're supposed to be preparing. You can spend that time complaining. You can spend that time doing nothing. You can spend that time sitting around thinking about where you want to be, where you ought to be, where you feel like you should be, or you can spend that time getting ready. And what I'm trying to tell you is spend that time getting ready. What David did is, he prepared while he was out in the field. He prepared for the battle before he got to the battle. He spent the time that he was supposed to be preparing. He spent it preparing, doing what? Well, when he faced Goliath, he said, I killed the lion, I killed the bear. In other words, when I was supposed to be prepared for this moment, that's exactly what I was out in the field doing. I wasn't out in the field doing nothing when I was supposed to be preparing. Watch this. Don't waste time while you are in the field of preparation. Do not waste time while you are in the field of preparation. In other words, spend that time wisely. If your dream, your goal, your God-given plan is to start a business, don't waste time not getting prepared, researching the business that you want to start. Don't waste time not setting yourself up to start that business. Don't waste time not researching the marketing. Don't waste time not setting yourself up financially so that you can do it. Don't waste time not saving money. Somebody said, luck happens when opportunity meets preparation. I believe that favor happens the same way. Favor happens when opportunity meets preparation. And a lot of times we miss the favor of God because God sends the opportunity and we're not prepared. Because when we were supposed to be preparing, we were sitting around dreaming. When we were supposed to be preparing, we were sitting around complaining. When we were supposed to be preparing, we were attending to other things that weren't going to help us toward our purpose. We were thinking about the fact that we weren't already where we wanted to be. Listen to me. If you're not there yet, you're in a season of preparation. And what you got to do is get prepared. Because if you don't get prepared, what will happen is when the opportunity comes along, you aren't prepared to take advantage of it. And now what happens is you're frustrated all over again because now you've had the opportunity, you've missed the opportunity because you weren't ready for the opportunity because you did not prepare when you were supposed to be preparing. One of the things that you got to do in order to prepare, for some of us, the major thing that we got to do in order to prepare for what God has for us next, in order to walk in God's purpose for our lives, is we got to stop focusing on the past. For some of us, not only do we have to stop focusing on the past, we're forced to focus on the past because we never took the time to clean up the past. We got stuff from our past that's still haunting us right now to this day. And it's not because there's nothing we can do about it. It's because there's some stuff that we need to face that we hadn't faced. And so you can't, listen to me, hear me on this. You can't walk in purpose when you bog down in the past. You cannot walk in purpose when you are bogged down in the past. You got to deal with the past. You got to deal with the past. But here's the other thing too. Once you deal with the past, you got to let go of the past. Do not allow the past to stop you from walking in purpose. Don't be bogged down by it by not dealing with it, but also don't be bogged down by it by allowing it to stop you from moving forward once you've dealt with it. Deal with it. Get it done and over with so that you can move forward, so that you can walk in purpose. But then once you deal with it, you walk in the newness of life. Man, I'm so excited. I'm starting a new series on skeletons, what's in your closet at Faith Bible Church. And it's going to be all about how to deal with the stuff from your past. Not only should you be at Faith Bible starting this Sunday, you should also bring somebody with you. Man, I'm telling you, you will not leave the same way you came. Your life will be changed. We have our communion Sunday at all of our campuses. This Sunday is the first Sunday, man. So come observe the Lord's Supper with us, celebrate the Lord's Supper with us. And listen to this new series called Skeletons, What's in Your Closet. We're at 745 and 11 at 1148 North Columbia Street in Covington, Louisiana. And we're also at 9 o'clock a.m. at 57209 Allen Road in Slidell. Listen to me, y'all. I need a huge favor. I need you to go to my YouTube page, and thank you for those of you who joined us on YouTube this morning, on YouTube Live. But for the rest of us who are on Facebook, go to my YouTube page, Dr. A. Nathan Young. Subscribe to it, man. You'll be able to catch the live on there every Thursday morning. I love you all. I will see you Sunday. Share this video. Somebody you know needs to hear it. God bless you all. I'm out. What's up, everybody?